Busted my dad. In the space of 1 week, I have ruined years of planning and preparation by my dad. The week started with my mom and dad, both in their 60s, arguing because he just said he was planning to go to England to see my cousin run a marathon. Mom basically says that's stupid and you aren't going. A couple of days went by and my dad told me and my sister that he is leaving for a 10-day trip to London in 3 days. I asked him how did this go down with Mom and he said like a lead balloon. The next day I was talking to Dad on the phone and I just asked where he was. He said that he was in his office and is heading home soon. Just by chance my sister called me up 30 minutes later and asked, "Hey, do you know where Dad is supposed to be?" I told her at the office and she said, "Well, my friend just saw him at the local shops." So, we got her friend to follow him. He drove to a house about 15 minutes away from our family home and drove straight into the garage and the door shut. 1 hour later Dad comes home. I ran the data for the house to find out who the owner was. I discovered that my dad had purchased it 3 years ago. I was stunned, to say the least. Dad eventually leaves for England and I saw that he left his iPad behind. Curiosity got the better of me and I started going through his emails. He has all these emails with a lady about buying furniture, how she wishes she could have gone on this trip with him and how much they miss each other, blah blah blah. Literally they are buying kitchen appliances and TVs together for the address that he owns. The kicker is that this lady recently helped me purchase some land. My fiancé and I had met with her in person maybe 3 months before. So, I email her to give me a call. She called me and asks what's up in her normal nice voice, and I asked what's going on with you and my father. Her whole attitude changed and she said it's purely a professional relationship and hung up. 2 minutes later and my dad called me from England yelling at me saying how dare I throw wild accusations at people he knows and that there is nothing happening. I asked, okay, so there is nothing happening? Nothing that is a secret that I should know about whatsoever? And he said no, nothing at all. I dropped the address of the secret house and the phone line goes silent for a solid 10 seconds. He blurts out that it's just an investment property and I said, all good, but just know if you move in with this woman you will never see me again. He responded with, what? You would cut me out just like that? And I say yep. Phone call over. I go back to the iPad 2 minutes later and it's been locked by owner. Checkmate, Dad. Update. For anyone still asking, I told my mom everything I knew and she is using this week to get legal advice. Dad is still in England so she has the time to do what she needs to this week. We moved his belongings to his new house. We've made it a point not to reply to any of his messages or answer any of his calls. We all are fully committed to telling him we no longer want him living with us. My sister has also contacted the girlfriend's work and has informed them about the situation and how we feel that it may be a conflict of interest with her doing legal stuff for my land purchase as she is intertwined with our father. Not sure what they will do with this information, but it was the correct thing to tell them. My dad is a mortgage broker and owns his own business, so this is why it was so easy for him to purchase the secret property. The other woman has also recently gone through a messy divorce. Succubus to say the least.